Are you looking for that amazing deal in Richmond but haven't found it yet? We've got an amazing deal right here. For under $570,000, you can get this nearly 3,700 square foot Westin home in Austin Point. Come out, take a look at how awesome this house is. All right, here we go. This has been one of the best deals I have seen in probably over the last 6 months. This Westin home, first of all, it's going to throw off a lot of different vibes to it. We can see the stonework on here as we get closer. It's really beautiful. You see how they extended it all the way from here through and through the other side. But then they went with the dark hardy plank exterior, which really just jumps out. I love the stain that they did on these cedar columns, and really just all goes to the to the unique design that Westin does. So you can take a look just how beautiful this is. And if you're familiar with Westin, you know that they're going to give you an amazing interior. Let's go out, take a look at this. But first, take a look at this amazing double door. As I've said before, I think these just really take it up to another level. Gives it a major luxurious look coming in. And so let's go see the inside now. So Westin is known for their curved staircase. You can see how it goes all the way up, and then there's got the beautiful rotunda right there. That's just part of some of the amazing work that they do. We're gonna go out and take a look at the rest, and you're gonna be amazed by what you get for under $570,000. So walking in initially, again, as I mentioned, you're gonna see this just incredible curved staircase and rotunda at the very top. The chandelier is absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can go and zoom in on that. You know, it's got the gold finishes up there. You can see a little bit of the different detailing that they did up there. And I've seen several homes where they actually will go and paint that, and it looks absolutely stunning the way they do it. Just takes it to a whole nother level, and that's something that could absolutely be done. Now I'm gonna show you this half bath because I think it's so important to come in and take a look, because it's right here by the entryway. Nice where it's not gonna be in your living area. You can see the quartz that they did, and just love how they went and have the veins all the way through here. Really beautiful how they did that. Beautiful light finishes as well. You even get a window. Probably want to go ahead and get a window covering on that, but absolutely beautiful. As we take a look here, we're going to go through the first floor first. Opposite side of that half bath, you're going to have the very first bedroom. Now, one thing I think is super important about these Westin homes is that these are going to have two bedrooms down. Now, Westin is focused on building two-story homes here in Austin Point. But you're going to see, so this is going to be its own dedicated suite. You can see that beautiful tile work they've done there in the shower. Coming all the way through, you have cultured, looks like a cultured marble sink there, and of course the white cabinets. Now we're gonna go take a look, because this is always, people always talk about what can they do here. Great spot for a Christmas tree during the Christmas celebration. You could also have an Easter tree or whatever you wanted to do. Point is, you've got a great little decorative area here. Always gonna be some type of curved table, crescent moon table there, would go really well. That's actually gonna be opposite side of the office. Now you just see how high these ceilings are in the office, which again, your typical office in most homes, you're probably gonna be around 10, maybe 11 feet. This goes well above that, probably closer to 12 and 13 feet. You've got the tray ceiling up there as well. So amazing natural light. I always point that out. And you can see that they did not spare any type of their beautiful stuff that they do with all the natural light. Coming in now, this is one of my favorite designs and favorite parts about this house is gonna be this living room. Just the ceiling height with those super large windows. Again, just take this to a next level. You can see there are no back neighbors, so you do have a beautiful fence. I love how they went different style on the fence. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we get out there. I'm real estate advisor Norbert Rivera, coming to you with all the best information with everything going on here in Fort Bend County. We're talking all things real estate. We're going to be getting you all the best deals, brand new subdivisions, and all the local information you need to know to make the best decision for you and your family. Let us know, drop a comment in here, and stay tuned to this video. But here you're going to see where they've got the living room. Plenty of space to go ahead and set your TV up here. Your 85-inch TV, you're gonna be watching TV right there. You do have a working fireplace. You can change that as well. So from a design factor, you can change the colors that go along with that. You can go ahead and it does put off a little bit of heat as well. And again, just that natural light that comes in. You do see it's got a little bit of the upstairs right there. So we're gonna get into that. But here's, again, another huge part about this house is this kitchen is absolutely massive. You're not gonna run out of space here. Again, this is the same quartz that they had in that bathroom, so it really brings everything in together. You see the veins throughout here, which are really, again, really beautiful there. And it's a great size. So you do see there is room here for your stools to go underneath. And then of course you do have the waterfall finish. I just love how that follows all the way through. And these veins even just connect through, right? So you see how this vein goes all the way down. And that's the detail work you start seeing, especially when you get into some of these different higher priced homes, you start seeing that attention to detail. We do have the gold finishes right here. So you're gonna have a pantry as well, but of course you get these drawers, which is so important to have. You've got some of the large, different appliances, whether it be an air fryer, anything else, rice cooker or your Instapot, you're all set right here. You never get enough storage. But then of course you're gonna have the cabinets right through here. Even the little coffee bar over here, I really love how they did, and we're gonna go over there, but they did those floating shelves, so we'll take a look at that in a little bit. You're gonna have a beautiful stovetop right here. And again, that's gonna be great size. You got the backsplash that's right here again with the white tile. You will be having a vent hood, which will be installed. That'll be coming in shortly once they get this home closer to close. Dishwasher's gonna go right here. Of course, you got the single stainless steel bowl sink right here. But again, I just cannot tell you how beautiful this really looks, especially once you start seeing this in person. You're gonna have your built-in ovens and microwave right there. Again, just right through here, you see all the different cabinets in here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Obviously, your refrigerator is gonna go right in this area here. But this is really, again, your coffee bar, but you got it set up. I love how they did the floating shelves right here. So now you're able to get that set up. If you want to put, your different coffee mugs assortments, you wanted to do a wine bar, you could do that as well. So you got a lot of different things you can do right through here. And it gives you the versatility you need when you're living here. Now, I know you might say, why do I need coffee? Because you've got 1824 here in Austin Point, and you're absolutely right. If you wanted to go out and buy your own coffee, you're just a short walk. I would say probably about 1,000 feet away. You could easily run over to 1824, grab your cup of wine in the evening for a beer, or in the mornings you want to go grab a cup of coffee. They've got you taken care of right there. Super walkable, which is really, really nice, which is going to be the 1824 is a part of this first phase of Austin Point. They also do have an area for the kids to go out and play right behind it. So if you want to have just a nice little hangout evening, and when it's not so hot, get out there, let the kids burn off all that energy. It's right there. You can sit down under the cover and just really enjoy it. So that's a really great part of Austin Point and 1824. All right, we're gonna go in now. We're gonna take a look at some of the other finer parts of the house. So you're gonna have a great sized pantry. I wish I had something like this. I've got a 3x3. This gives us so much more storage here. And you've got the high shelves here. If you need to put in, again, some of those larger appliances, you've got that set for you. This is going to be the laundry room as well. So you do not have a gas It's not plumbed for gas, so if you have a gas dryer, that's not going to work here. But you do see you've got an extra storage area, which is here from underneath the stairway, which we saw at the very entrance of the house. So you've got plenty of space here, and you could do quite a bit with this area. All right, now we're gonna go take a look into the garage. And let's face it, there's not a lot to see here. You do have a tankless water heater. So you got the Rheem tankless water heater right here. This is a 2-car garage with a tandem. So you get plenty of space out here as well. You do have some of the different nooks for storage. So you got a little bit of nook right there. Goes all the way around. What I like that did here is you got a little bit of a space right here. And a little bit of a space right here. Most garages are not gonna have that much space. You're only gonna have about 6 inches. This looks to have about 18. As also, you can go ahead and see you do have the water sprinklers set right there, so you're all set. In this, in this heat, when you come out here, you don't want to have to be watering the yard. You're set. So now that we're out of the garage, we've come back here. We're gonna go swing right over here past the kitchen. Now this is gonna be your dining area. Now you did have a few other options if you did not need that office. You could turn it into a dining area, but this quite honestly is large enough where you don't really need to do that. You can see just again how much natural light you've got coming in here with the beautiful windows there. This even has a little bit of the different points in the architecture where you can see that comes up there with the different coming in here, different angles there. So they've done a really beautiful job highlighting this. This is large enough you can have it as your main dining area and have more than enough room. Now let's go ahead and jump over here. Now we're gonna be going over towards your master. And again, they did not spare anything here. You can see just, again, the natural light continues to come in here with the large windows. Now these windows are operable. So that's important to know when it comes down to fire safety. You can see you've got the bathroom off of the side there. Looking at you've got the ceiling fan here, but then you've also got the tray ceilings right in this area here. So you've got those there. So that'll be interesting to know as you want to go through your design phase. Do you paint that? Do you change it up, have an accent wall, and then play that all into it? Now we're coming into one of everybody's favorite parts about this house is going to be the bathroom. It's just, again, the way they styled this is absolutely beautiful. And again, that's a very customary what you see in Westin. Here you're going to have your double vanity. So you got one sink there. You got a beautiful bathtub right here. And of course you got your second sink right there. So the design does not stop here. So you're going to continue to come through here. You got the tray ceiling right there as well. And then of course you're going to have, again, your designer shower. We'll open that up, get rid of the glare. So you see the herringbone pattern tiles with the tile that they went here. So definitely a marble feel to it. Absolutely beautiful. So they got the tile throughout from floor to ceiling throughout there as well. So really beautiful work that they've done. And you are going to have I'm going to say his closet right here. So, you got 2 racks on this side. You do have, a rack for whatever you need, storage shelves, and another one right here for longer items. But then you've got the hers closet coming right through here. You've got the vanity already with the window right here. Again, that's one thing I like about Westin is they're going to show, they know you need the natural light to see exactly what everything looks like. So you've got the windows there, the double shelves. And so you can see just how large this is and how that can really fit almost everything you need. So you've got the double closets here through the bathroom. Now we're going to go up, take a look at that upstairs and just see how awesome that is as well. It just gets better. And you get all this house for under $570,000. There's a couple of these homes out here right now. So if you're looking to get in Now is the time to do it because they're gonna go to their meeting on Monday, talk about these sales, and you wanna be in right now. You need to give me a call so we can get you all this information about this house and all the others that they have for inventory. All right, we're gonna make our way up here. Hopefully I don't lose my breath. Now we're up here. And you can see how massive this game room is. And again, we always talk about the natural light. You see that with this nice little A-frame, but then you got the beam right at the center. So those design features don't just end downstairs, they continue all the way up, which is absolutely beautiful. You're gonna see a couple bedrooms up here as well. But as I tell you with all my videos, my favorite shots are gonna be right here. You can see the living room. You got the large windows there. And even right here, you got the 2 large windows. So that just continues to go out there. Because there's no back neighbors, I will show and share with you this. You can see just how peaceful that is and how tranquil it is out there. You do got, it looks like they're growing cotton right now. And other times of the season, they'll be doing corn. So a lot of stuff happening here in the area. And just another little shot to see how large this really is. All right, let's go take a look at one of these bedrooms. We'll head outside as well. So another bedroom right here. You see a little cove out. Perfect for like a desk area. If you need to get set up for one of the kids. You do have a bathroom in here, so this is private to this room. So guests can feel comfortable. They don't have to be going and sharing rooms. Again, the same tile we saw earlier throughout. The quartz and marble sink. And again, I just really love this flooring. Really gives it, it's a tile, but it gives it like a slate look going through there. And of course, then you're gonna have your closet here. And again, I love how they did this. You get plenty of closet space in here. All right, we're gonna go take a look at the rest of the house. The couple things that you need to know about Austin Point and this area coming out here. So earlier I showed you right outside these windows here, that road that you saw with Booth Line. And so that's gonna connect up with Ricefield Road further up. That's where Austin Point is located at. There's so much that's gonna be coming out here, and we'll try to get some photos of some of the different renditions that Austin Point is doing for y'all to see. It's so cool what they're doing. I saw the renditions of 1824 before it was complete, and it looks exactly like that. So I can only have positive feelings that as Austin Point continues to develop and Signorelli, who's the developer, continues to expand, we're gonna start seeing how great those buildings look and see them come to life. So this is a true master plan subdivision here. We're expected to see 14,000 dwellings, around 10,000 homes, and the rest is gonna be spread out amongst different types of dwellings. We're also gonna be seeing different areas. So right now in phase 1, which is where we are at, we've got the 1824, great park area right there. This is 4,700 acres, this whole development, and they've got over 1,000 acres that are dedicated to green space all throughout. So they really have put up that community-facing, concept that they're trying to create, especially with the 1824, because as I mentioned to you, it's walkable from here. So you're able to walk out in the morning, go grab your cup of coffee, sit down with neighbors. You have no idea, because I work in there from time to time, and you'll see different people coming in, let their kids play, neighbors just talking, sitting around, the coffee shop. And it's such a great, cool little environment where you get to know truly your neighbors. So there's a lot of different builders in here. We'll talk more about Austin Point and in some of our other videos, but just some really great things happening out here. All right, now coming out, we're gonna go take a look at the other bedrooms that we have, and then we'll finish up right now. But coming out, we've got 2 more bedrooms to take a look at. As you can see, these are really good sized beds. I know you can't really see it here. I'd say this is probably gonna be about a 12 by 12. And again, you've got your window there with double closet doors right here. This is the bathroom that's gonna be shared by both of these. Again, you still have the dark tile which comes in. and that same tile work that was done all throughout this shower here. This is going to be that Jack and Jill bathroom here, so they are going to share the toilet and shower, but here they're going to have their own separate sinks. So then, of course, the doors for privacy there. Again, another bedroom here. This one is going to be just probably a tad bit smaller than the one we just came out of. This is, I would still say, it's going to be about 11 by 12, if not maybe 11 by 13. But again, still really good sized bedroom here. And now we're heading back out there. I think we'll finish this up. This is going to be, it's not going to be your theater room, but definitely like that TV room for you to come out here. If you notice, there is not a closet in this room. So really hard in order for it to really be considered a bedroom. You do have a window. You could do some alterations here and make this into a closet, but you've got the double doors here too. So that's probably gonna be set up best for like a TV room situation right here. And of course you can always put the blackout blinds right through here. So I think you've seen just how versatile this home is. And that's one of my favorite things about the Westin homes, because they come out, they really do a lot of thinking and research into what are the buyers looking for. So they're able to put together a lot of these homes and get you the things that you are wanting. And that's exactly why Westin has the reputation that they do. You're gonna get a lot for your house and you're getting a great deal off of it. Now here's a few things to know about Westin if you're gonna work with them. They don't have their own in-house lending. So you are gonna have to go ahead and work with a third-party lender. Now they do have some preferred lenders, but you are gonna have to go ahead and get a third-party lender. So as a result of that, sometimes you're not gonna be getting the best interest rate. When you start seeing the different builders who own their own mortgage company, they know how to finagle these numbers around. I'm just gonna be very honest with you. So I'm not gonna tell you that I know how that works, but within that, they know how much the different profit margins are, and they can make those numbers work and find you the best deal. They can also buy rates down, right? You can currently put offers in with Westin and with most of the builders as well. And you can ask for even money back towards your closing costs. Anything there to help bring that deal together to get to the number that you need so you feel comfortable with your monthly payment. Now, if you are needing some assistance with mortgages, go ahead and drop a comment. Go ahead and DM us and we'll get you that information for some mortgage officers so they can go ahead and talk to you about what's happening here. Also with locally, there may be some other programs that you could take advantage of. But everybody, I hope you enjoyed this tour of this beautiful Westin home. So many great parts about it. It's absolutely one of my favorite homes. And guess what? All under $570,000. I promise you, give us a call. We're gonna try to even work to get that even more off of that. So let us know what you wanna see next. We will go ahead and get that filmed up and put out to you. Everybody, y'all take care. We'll see you on the next one.